Hello, Mrs. Carr. My name is Tara, and I have ideas that could really change PDD funding. Number one, I am grandfathered into PDD, and I speak from experience. So here goes nothing. I'm really hoping that you would listen and pay close attention. Back in my day, back in the 90s, before Klein ever touched PDD and resources and things that actually helped people like me. Back in my day, I had places like Peak Vocational Services that offered up things to all disabilities, no matter the issue, whether they're high functioning or low functioning or crippled or otherwise. What they did for me was they allowed me to have the communication skills and the social skills necessary in order to facilitate videos like this. I'm very good at videos and writing letters, not so good. Anyway, just to let you know, I have ASD and ADHD, and way back when I was mainly, well, NOS was my best friend. That means not otherwise specified. Until I came here to Edmonton and found out at 39 that I had autism and ADHD. Now, being in Edmonton posted a whole new set of problems. Number one, what I noticed in 10 years, I did this out of research in trying to find help for myself, that most of the programs, if not all of them, went to more physical or scene issues or severe needs or children. That left a huge gap here in Edmonton, where I have a lot of friends with high function needs that have behavioral issues to which is very indicative to their disabilities. Some of us have no social skills whatsoever, and that's what Peak did for me. Social skills, communication skills, proper cleaning skills, and the list goes on. Unfortunately, without these skills, a lot of us can't get jobs or take care of ourselves. Some of us are even my age, 44, and still living at home with mommy and daddy. What this also did is caused or made it so that our loved ones became not only our workers but also our advocates. Is that fair? I don't think so. I mean, like, what happens when our loved ones are or our only supports are gone? Like, that's where workers come in. No husband, no family member should have to deal with their child if they're full grown. And what PDD should do is open its doors and have it so that it's for life. That way, if a person needs help in, say, finding a job or social skills, communication skills, simple life skills, these could be addressed through means of a hands-on, one-on-one approach in the person's natural living and or natural environment, for which they can learn how to take care of those necessary things. And for some of us, it should be lifelong. And because with disability, and I know this personally, with disability or any illness, age changes everything. Trust me on this. What I was at 20 ain't going to be what I am now. Yes, I'm very forward. Yes, I can do a lot of things like drive and do a lot of things that most people can do. Unfortunately, I also come with behavioral issues and other sorts of issues that come along with my disability. And if I'm saying this, how many more are saying this? PDD should open its doors to everyone, not just kids or severe or what have you. It should be everyone, because everyone could use those resources. Another thing that should happen is that programs should re-enlist skills coaches or community coaches, for which are trained to disabilities like high function needs. There's a really good college program at Bow Valley, and it's called the Disability Studies course, which that kind of worker would suit me just fine. That's what I had when I was living in Lethbridge. And there is no option for me to move back to Lethbridge just to get the services I need when they should be reinstated here. And that's what I need. Right now, what I get is an HCA staff. Those people are only trained to help the physically impaired, which means people in wheelchairs who cannot do much for themselves. How I know this is that I've been a caregiver since I was 15 with my mom having MS. So, in highlight, I would like to see more skills coaches out there helping people like me, and for PDD to open its doors to everyone and get rid of that stupid IQ test. Just because someone is over 70 IQ doesn't mean that their cognitive assets meet. I have a very smart mind, IQ-wise, but unfortunately I am diagnosed at 16. Now, if you have any grandchildren or children that are of that age, I bet you anything you wouldn't let them live alone or by themselves without some kind of support. Why are you doing this to us? Why are you letting the government dictate how we should live and what resources are funded to us when we need these resources? We're not asking for mommy and daddy to take care of us or some other government trustee. We're asking for our independence and a better quality of life for which we, as people, can exist in a society for which we are blind or don't understand, such as autism goes. I am blind to the nuances that society puts out there because the rules are invisible. And so are so many like me. We need to bring back the resources for which help so many and still exist south of Calgary. There's a really good one called Peak Vocational Services. The owner is by the name of Paul Henderson, and my old worker is by the name of Angie Smith. These people are fantastic. They helped me get this far. Let's see if we can get me a little further by taking the stresses off my marriage when it comes to my disability. Please help me get that kind of asset worker. And also, when it comes to these workers, they help you with job skills on a hands-on approach. That means that the worker is beside you for about 2 weeks and then they go away to the background, but they're still there if you should need them. And they also help you in community work and as well as your own personal skill sets. This means that these people are invaluable to us. As people, we need this. Please bring in these workers. Bring in the proper, educated staff for which people like me need here in Edmonton. We cannot continue struggling like this and asking our loved ones to do what a worker should do, or asking HCA staff to do what a community skills coach should be doing, but is not enlisted here in Edmonton unless if you have severe needs. Please help us. Thank you.